Someone wrote in and said, every time me and my partner argue, I feel like they don't actually hear me. It's like they're already planning their comeback while I'm still talking. How do I get them to actually understand me instead of just responding? So how do you get your partner to understand instead of respond? Instead of responding.
Yeah. I think I would have to only go based off of what has worked for us.
Okay.
Right? In our relationship. I think a great method is the pillow method.
Okay, you keep saying the pillow method.
You know what I'm saying? The pillow method really works. And the reason why I'm saying the pillow method actually works is because the pillow method, what it does is whoever has the pillow gets to talk. Because what happens is most of the time, right, the reason why a lot of couples or a lot of significant others or couples, they're not able to understand each other is because one person is talking over another person is talking over another person. Another person doesn't give the other person enough time for them to fully explain themselves, for them to reach to a point where they've completely concluded their message.
Right.
Before the next person even jumps in, because the next person is butthurt about something. You know what I'm saying? It's back and forth. Mm-hmm. So the pillow method really works because what happens is if I'm holding the pillow, you don't get to talk. If you're holding the pillow, I don't get to talk.
But is that really helping a person?
No, I'm coming there, right? I'm about to get to the answer. So the reason I'm saying that the pillow method works is because first it sets the foundation in for you to listen.
Okay.
Right? In order for me to be able to fully comprehend what you're saying, I need to be able to listen to what you're saying.
Right.
If I'm not listening to you, I can't comprehend. Okay. So if we have the pillow, I can listen. Now the comprehension, now is my part. Now, while I'm listening, my mindset should not be, I'm listening to respond or to bash you. Right? I'm listening just because I want to be able to have something to say, or you say something and I'm just locking that statement that you said in the back of my mind so that I can bring it back again. No,
like a rebuttal, right?
I'm actually trying to listen to why I'm trying to listen to the way you're explaining your concerns. Now, I know you're about to jump in a few seconds, right? Now, the last thing I want to say is I'm listening for you to explain your concerns, and I'm listening to address them. But the goal is the person who's also speaking. I feel like one of the best things that person can ever do is not to bash your partner, but to explain how what they did made you feel. Don't bash them. Don't come at them. Don't insult them, right? For their wrongdoings, because they're already in the wrong.
Right.
But help them understand how it made you feel. I think focus on this is what you did and this is how it made me feel. This is the reason why I reacted this way. And I think when we focus on the problem, we can solve it. That's what I can say. What do you think?
Okay. I agree. I just feel like the pillow method, even if the person is listening, they can listen to you but not understand what you're saying. Because there's many times we tried the pillow method and I feel like you still didn't understand what I said.
Sure.
Like, you can hold the pillow, you could talk, and then I'm sitting there listening to you and I still can't get what you're saying because maybe my communication skills isn't all the way there, or maybe I mean something in my head and I'm saying something different. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like what method worked for us, and I know you didn't like this method, guys, he didn't like this method at all. But what I would do is I would say, okay, babe, what did I just say? Can you repeat what I just said in your own words?
Yeah.
And he would be like, I'm not a kindergartner. Yeah. Don't talk to me like that. And I'm like, no, it's not about you becoming or you being a kindergartner. It's you actually understanding what I'm saying.
Right.
I want to make sure you understood what I said so then we can get to the next step. Because you can hear me out. Like, Collins is a good listener. Like, he'll shush and listen to you. But it's like, when I'm like, what did I say? He'll be like, you said this. And I'm like, no, that's not what I said. I said this. And you'll be like, oh, okay. And I'm like, you see, babe, this is why we're having a misunderstanding because you're not understanding where I'm coming from. Sure. So I feel like a person can still hear you and not understand you. So the pillow method, I feel like we tried that a couple of times in our relationship, but it didn't go that far. Like we still don't incorporate it.
I mean, that is true. That is
now.
True.
Like what we incorporate now is, okay, babe, what did I just say? Even though now you like understand me in a different way. It's not like, oh, it's a harsh, complex,
Yeah.
It's not like where we were at the first spot. But I just feel like you listening is one thing, but you comprehending and you understanding me and repeating what I just said is a whole different story. Okay. That's what I think. I don't know. Okay. But you really love the pillow method, which I do agree with you. Like, I feel like for those people that can't listen, like for me personally, that works for me because I can't hear. Like for me, it's like, I can't sit and listen. Like I don't want to hear it because it's like, oh, I think I already know what you're about to say and I understand you, but I feel like understanding me is kind of like, oh, you don't get it. Okay. You know?
Okay. Yeah. No, absolutely. That's fair. I think for me, I feel like the only reason why I would say that the listening and repeating back thing, it depends on the situation, because in the heat of the moment, we're arguing about something or we have a disagreement about something. And then while I'm upset, you're going to ask me to repeat everything you said? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, but not everything.
Okay, no, I understand what you're saying, but like, you want me to repeat and try to understand what?
So mad.
In that moment, I'm upset. Right? I'm frustrated. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I mean, I'm trying to understand why you did what you did. Why you're trying to understand why I did what I did, and we're back and forth. I'm not sitting here trying to repeat what you said, but I'm not saying that what you're saying is wrong. I believe that your method actually works more than the pillow method. But like I was saying, in order for a couple to reach the point where they don't need that pillow method, they have to use the pillow method. If the pillow method doesn't work for them, there has to be a form of way they need to be able to communicate where one person is speaking and the other person is just listening. Right. You cannot communicate at the same time.
Yeah, that I agree with.
You can't.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You are a great listener. I give you that.
So, okay.
You can listen. A man can listen. He can shush and be like, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of men can listen.
Okay.
That's not even me arguing with y'all got it. Y'all got it for real.
Sure.
But you understanding where I'm coming from?
Yes.
Like, it's like I could be like, oh, it was sunny here and it was raining here. And you be like, oh, it was raining here and it was sunny here. And then I'm like, no, that's not what I said.
Right. I get where you're coming from. I do. I'm not denying that. I'm not rejecting it. I completely accept it. What you're saying is true. I'm saying that before we get to that point, the foundation has to be set. So if you're going through this problem in your relationship and you're struggling to get a word out with your partner's also struggling to get a word out to you. And when you look at the root cause, what's really the root cause? 9 times out of 10, someone is talking over someone. Someone is not allowing someone else to talk. I'm coming to the comprehension part.
We're not understanding each other.
Look.
This video is so funny because it's supposed
to be. Just hear me out. I'm telling you.
Okay, wait, babe.
9 times.
Wait, let's rephrase the question.
Okay.
The question was, let me reread it for you. Do you listen to respond or do you listen to understand?
Do you listen to respond or do you listen to understand? And I'm saying, before you get to the point, because we're still touching we're touching on a foundation, right? I'm not done with the foundation yet. We're going to get to that point. But I'm saying before we can get to the point where a person can fully listen to respond and fully listen to understand. And to understand, they have to set that foundation first in the sense of someone needs to let someone finish talking. If someone is talking, listen. The other person listens. Now, after we've jumped from the pillow method, which is what I was saying initially, we can come to your method. Okay, repeat back what I just said back to me in order for me to fully understand and be aware so I can know that you're actually fully comprehending with what I'm saying.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Now, remember, we still haven't fully answered the question yet. We're just touching on the foundation. I hope what I'm saying makes sense. I don't want to go off.
No, you make sense. You're making sense. But I just feel like I understand where you're saying that. Okay, if a person is not listening, like that's different. Okay. That's a different situation. If I'm talking and you're talking over me, we're not gonna get anywhere. There's no, solution, nothing. So if I'm listening to you and you're listening to me and I'm still not understanding where you're coming from, I'm listening to respond, or am I listening to understand? Does that make sense?
I see where you're coming from. Okay, now let's do this. Let's get to that, right? Because maybe I'm going.
Respond, or am I listening to understand? Or maybe I'm not understanding the question myself.
Okay.
Because the question is, do you listen to respond or do you listen to understand? Right?
Yes. So let me give you. How about this? Let's do it this way. you give me an idea of what you how you understand that question.
Okay.
And then I'll give you my idea. Let's do it like that.
So do you listen to respond or do you listen to understand?
Mm-hmm.
That is, am I listening to give you an answer, or am I listening, like really hearing you out and really understanding where you're coming from and connecting with you in a different situation or a different level?
That's understanding.
That's understanding. I'm connecting with you. It's not like I'm coming at you, but I'm like, hey, babe, I really understand where you're coming from.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm so sorry for what I did. And blah, 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 blah.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not me trying to come back at what you're saying. Because I feel like where you're coming from is like, oh, I'm talking over you and you're talking over me. And it's like nobody's hearing each other. And
I was saying
defensive.
that's the foundation. Before we can get to this question, I was saying that this whole time I've been saying that that's the foundation. Before we can get to the point where a person can fully listen to respond and understand, we have to deal with the root cause. The root issue is that somebody's not letting someone talk. Half of the time when you look at, not even half, 90% of all couples, a lot of times when they have a lot of communication issues, the root cause is someone is not being patient enough to allow someone to actually talk.
They're not really listening.
They're not really listening. They're not giving that space. So that's the reason why I initially suggested the pillow method, in the sense that if you're holding the pillow, my attention is on you. You're the one who's talking, which means that I'm listening.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. If I'm holding the pillow, it's the same way, vice versa. Now, if, let's just say, assuming that pillow method doesn't work for you and still the person is not comprehending and the person is only listening to respond, then there's a problem. Then that means that the person either feels attacked or that person is not necessarily attacking the problem. Like you always say, they're trying to attack each other. They're throwing attacks back and forth with each other instead of really trying to connect with each other. So, so let me put it this way. To really answer this question from my perspective, I feel like the way you get to a point where you can fully listen to respond someone understand someone is when you're actively listening to your partner as they're talking, but you're not listening to fight at them. You're listening to understand what's the cause. Why does she feel this way? Like for you would tell me, babe, you hurt my feelings because you said X. If I was someone who's listening to respond, I would be like, well, because you said Y, that's the reason why I said X. That's listening to respond. Listening to understand is, babe, I felt this way because you said X.
Yes, me connecting with you and saying, I'm sorry that I said that. I won't say that again. I didn't know that I made you feel X, Y, and Z.
That's listening to understand.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I guess you just said what I was going to say, but yeah, that's pretty much, that's how I understand that question. Yeah.
Me too. I understand that question, but I think the way we answered it was different. I feel like maybe we didn't answer it well.
I feel like I feel
like we were going back and forth.
We were going back and forth.
Because you were saying the pillow method, right? Do you listen to understand or do you listen to respond? So I think you were more talking about listen to respond for people that listen to respond, the pillow method, because every single time you're talking, I'm giving you a comeback. And I'm more likely saying that you should listen to understand, like connecting with the person. Like you can listen, like I can give you the pillow and you can listen to me. And then you give me back the pillow and I still don't understand where you're coming from. So you know what I'm saying? I feel like we're having two different perspectives.
We're not having two different perspectives. Let me explain. We're actually talking about the same thing. Like I was saying before, I'm talking about the foundation.
Yeah, I know. You're talking about the
beginning.
Cause.
If you have a problem with your spouse, somebody's not listening to somebody. You guys have a hard time. Somebody's listening to respond instead of listening to understand. Is as a result, we got to look at what's the main problem. How is all of this happening? And for us to be able to get to the point where I can fully listen to understand what you're saying, I need to be able to be quiet and fully absorb what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm saying that even if you're quiet and you listen to me, you still don't understand where I'm coming from. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that the repeat method is much better than you holding the pillow, because I can hold the pillow and still listen to you and not comprehend what's going on.
And I'm not denying that. What I'm saying is my method should come first, in a sense that should be the foundation.
Oh, that okay, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
I'm saying that's the foundation. I agree with that,
but I'm just saying that
yours. I'm not saying that your method is better than my method.
No, nobody's saying that. No, I'm not saying. But I'm saying that your method for this question wouldn't make sense, because it's, do you listen to understand or do you listen to respond? And your method is more so listen to respond, because you have the pillow. Okay, now I have the pillow. Now I'm responding. Okay, now you have the pillow.
Maybe I didn't articulate it very well. I think my mindset.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but I'm just saying that the way I'm thinking of it is how, like picture it.
Sure.
I have the pillow. I'm talking. You're shut. You don't say nothing. You're quiet.
You got to bring the mic closer to you.
You're quiet, right? You don't say nothing. You're listening to me, right? Then you go, okay, your turn. You have the pillow. Now you talk. I can't say nothing.
Sure.
Because you no, because you no, because you because no, you. I'm listening to respond. I'm not really listening to understand.
So the way you're thinking about it is not how I was thinking about it.
Yeah, you're thinking about it in a way, but I'm saying that I don't know. Maybe other people think the way I'm thinking of it.
There's going to be people that think like you,
or maybe some people are gonna understand. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying that that's the way I'm picturing it, because I'm like, okay, we used to do this, and I don't remember it working out for us because we would just keep you would be like. I remember it like literally we used to be in a room arguing back and forth, and then I would turn my head. It's just a disaster. It was not it. I'm telling you, that pillow method. PTSD. It gave me PTSD. That's why every time you talk about the pillow method, I'm like, no, I don't want the pillow method.
So okay.
It just didn't work for us. Let's be honest. It didn't work. It may work for somebody else. But for me and Collins, it didn't work for us. What worked for us, for me, what I think what worked for us was me telling Collins, what did you get from what I said? Can you repeat what I was very patient with him, and I listened to him each time. I was like, I'm not trying to say you're a kindergartner. I'm not trying to say you're a baby. I just really want you to repeat what I said. And every single time I told him to repeat what I said, 9 times out of 10, it wasn't what I really said.
Okay.
It was something that he thought I said. And it's not that.
Sure.
That's why I'm saying the pillow method does not work, because for us, it didn't work.
So, okay. I understand what you're saying. So,
that's how I'm picturing it.
That's how you're picturing it. Completely fair. Completely understandable. All I'm saying is this is to help couples that struggle to listen to each other. That's all I can say.
I agree with you. It may work for somebody else.
Struggling to listen to your partner speak, the pillow method works best for you.
Yes, that's true.
Start with the pillow method. Y'all figure it out in the sense that you guys talk to each other, right? Figure it out. Talk about the problem. Let's find some middle ground, right? So that we can fully understand each other. Because in order for me to fully connect with you, I need to be able to first start off by listening to where you're coming from. I can never fully connect with you or understand anything you have to say if all the time you're talking, I'm also talking. So all I'm saying is, if you're struggling with your partner with this, you guys should try this. Just try the pillow method. If it's not, it doesn't even have to be a pillow. It could be something else, right? Pass me the coin, pass me the cup, whatever it is. Figure out a way to mentally train yourselves to listen to each other when someone is speaking. Like for me, even though some of y'all may think that we're probably good at this, right? But there's still areas where I lack. You know what I'm saying?
Likewise.
So even still to this day, we still practice these things. No matter what, if she's talking and I'm like, hey, I try my best to make sure I don't talk over her and I give her the chance to actually talk and express herself. Because if she's able to express herself thoroughly, I can fully understand what she's saying without cutting her off. So
sometimes it's hard for me to stop interrupting you sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
I'm still working. With time, is this going to get better? Yeah.
How do you feel?
Just got to work on it.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm trying, really. I'm really trying.
It's okay. We're all trying. Nobody's 100% perfect, so we're trying. Yeah.